Hey, you don't look confident, Bo. You don't look confident when you're doing that. You don't look confident.
Are you ready for the best Kansas City Chiefs insight? Welcome to the Four Guys in a Bar, sponsored by Chiefs Blitz.com, presented by UnderdogFantasy.com. Here's your Chiefs Blitz host, Nick Athen, with Lou Montagna, Andre Tillman, and Hense
He
Todd.
got the winning Super Bowl touchdown.
Okay, got a catch. Anybody could have made that catch.
The Kansas City Chiefs select Josh Simmons, offensive tackle, Ohio State.
You did it, man. Congratulations.
Congratulations. Guys, y'all got it. Comment. Guys, y'all.
I don't know what the trade details are. Hold on.
Boom!
They got Worthy.
Xavier Worthy.
Isn't that crazy? It's been 11 months since the Chiefs won the Super Bowl, and it's gone by so fast.
Oh, it's time to piss straight off. Pull up a picture of 81. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Smith.
Rashad Smith. Let's go.
There it is. The Chiefs have done their perfect draft.
Dre's gone. I don't know where he's gone.
Yo, welcome to the show. It's a Chiefs Blitz night. Breaking down the plays, keeping everything tight. From Mahomes to the defense, we give you the scoop. Real talk, real stats, we the ultimate truth.
All righty. Welcome to the next edition of the Chiefs Blitz Podcast, brought to you by ChiefsBlitz.com. I'm your host, Nick Athen, with Andre Tillman and Lou Montagna. Hense is off today. Mango is producing behind the scenes. Some big time apologies for running so late today. My responsibility, my bad. So apologize for those that were looking for us to come on.
Come on, Nick.
Hey, it's all I take full responsibility as the man who started this effing madness. It is my responsibility to make sure that all the details are detailed, and I failed. Anyway, guys, it's Red Wednesday, as Lou corrected me before the show. It's not Friday, Nick. It's Wednesday.
It is Wednesday.
So that just kind of tells you what the short week has done to me anyway.
Right.
Get ready for Thanksgiving. First and foremost, hope everybody has a great day tomorrow. We got Chiefs football. Got the return of Joe Burrow against the Ravens, and you got a Lions clashing the Lions and the Packers, right, in the early game.
I tell you what, this slate of games looks like
money.
I mean, ratings wise, those first two I think might go over the top.
That Joe Burrow game is going to be the game to look at. That's going to be the game to look at. Is Joe Burrow still Joe Burrow?
We want him to beat Baltimore. So
can he derail this rule that the Ravens are on?
I believe he can.
I would love it. Nothing would make me happier.
Jamar Chase is back, man. The spit machine is back. Jamar Chase is back out there, man.
No T. Higgins though. So
yeah, T's pretty good too.
Jamar Chase is two guys in one.
All right, before we get started, let's talk about our sponsor, Underdog Fantasy. It's a great way to play. It's now 5. You can get 100. Use the promo code Chiefs Blitz. You can play the game. It's pretty simple. Around here we make it easy. You just hit the QR code. Make sure you put in the code Chiefs Blitz. And for those that have been watching the show, we'll be giving away a signed Super Bowl 4 ball with Lenny Dawson, Willie Lanier, Bobby Bell, Johnny Robinson, and Emmett Thomas. It's a $1,500 value, free case, free ball catches. Got to be at the magic number of 100 subscribers between now and the end of the conclusion of the final game with the Chiefs and the Raiders in January. So you got plenty of time still got about 5 weeks. It's a great value.
Action. Don't wait.
Just do it.
Get your entry in there. Make a few bucks along the way, and then who knows? You get this Hall of Fame ball as a cherry on top. Let's go.
It's not by some of the greats, man. Why not get it? Right?
Some of the greats. I mean, you're talking about my hero, Lenny Dawson. As you can see in the background there, my Lenny Dawson AFL jersey. I mean, I think it's a great value. Anyway, all you got to do is hit the QR code, do everything that we've been preaching about, and sign up, register, play your first game, and get your bonus dollars and play some more. So it's pretty simple. All right, guys, it is Wednesday. Now, we do have some news coming out of Arrowhead today as the Chiefs departed for Dallas a little while ago, as they get prepared for the Thursday game against the Dallas Cowboys. I believe they're 5-5-1. And so we do have some news today. If Mango wants to start that scroll.
Do you think the Hunts greet them at the airport?
Probably.
Is it? I mean, they live there, right? I mean, that's kind of their home base.
Yeah, they have a place there. Obviously, a place in Kansas City. I think they stay at the stadium. Anyway, big news: Trey Smith, Noah Gray, Chris Roller Wallace, who I think played his best game of the year against the Colts. They'll be out.
That's a tough one
for Thursday's game. That's a tough one for Kansas City. He's playing really, really well, and Spags spoke very highly of him yesterday.
Trey Smith is a big one too.
Well, Trey Smith is pretty good, but at least they got Mike Caliendo.
Yeah, all three for sure. But I think this is going to be like a domino effect here. I mean, obviously you're moving Tunyon up one spot. It's like, who's going to be the third tight end? Is it finally Jared Wiley time?
I think it will be.
Going back to his college stomping grounds. We know Caliendo is going to take over for him. Do we see maybe Cuff slip inside a little bit more and Noel Williams play some more snaps? Or do you think they're still experimenting with Christian Fulton?
Well, I think Fulton will get some opportunities and he'll get some reps too. They're going to need him to play some sort of role. So we'll see. It sounds like Jalen Moore might get the nod at right guard. I have not heard that, but it wouldn't shock me. He's a mauler. So it'd be interesting to see what they do there. All right. We also got some other news. They've done a standard elevation with safety Mike Edwards and my guy, future starting tackle for the Kansas City Chiefs on the right side, Asa Pohl, standard elevation. That's huge to me. That says
he's huge.
Wanye Morris was a healthy scratch last week. I'm assuming Wanye Morris is going to be a healthy scratch this week too. I think they probably have had him play a little guard in practice. So I think they've got two versatile offensive linemen who are beasts. And as we were joking before the show, if we want to change the format for the short yardage play, we put those two tackles, Moore and Pohl, right behind the line of scrimmage and let Kareem Hunt let them plow the road for Kareem Hunt. That would be better than the tush push. That would be you
How
can't.
about the Chiefs unveil their version of the tush push with Travis Kelce behind the center and those two big behemoths pushing his behind.
Oh, I love it.
Let's go.
I can't wait.
That might set the league on its ear.
Excuse me. I can't wait.
Also, world's team.
I think this is a kind of surprise. The AFC Offensive Player of the Week, Kareem Hunt. Now, I say that only because generally running backs don't get it, but when you look at his game, 30 carries, 104 yards rushing, 103 yards after first contact.
30 carries, though.
That's 100, but the 103 yards after first contact to me is just absolutely nuts. Obviously got the one touchdown. The fumble was just a byproduct of a good play by the Colts. And so it is what it is. That's the second fumble of his career. The first one was the first game he played
first carry
in New England on his very first carry.
Yeah.
So I think two fumbles in what 7 years, 8 years.
8 years. Yeah, I mean, long time. And he was.
That's
and the thing is,
he was pissed. He was pissed.
He may have gone his entire career at Toledo without fumbling once.
No,
I mean that was the most unlikely fumble on the first carry of his pro career than you would see.
But damn it, did he make up for it? He made up for that.
All due respect to Kareem and getting the Offensive Player of the Week, but it must have been a pretty quiet week in the AFC where he gets it off of that performance. Now, it was a tremendous performance for the Chiefs, but it wasn't like really gaudy numbers. It was the volume, right? He did get the touchdown. That was the only touchdown they had all day, right? One touchdown, 5 field goals.
Was it? I think so. Well, damn.
Yeah, 2-point conversion. That's all it took.
I mean, just kind of like going in my head. I mean, it's like all the big names. I mean, Josh Allen crapped the bed in Houston.
Yeah.
Right. Normally you see his name. Lamar, just kind of a pedestrian performance against the Jets.
He's hurt again.
Any of the big time receivers. So, hey, strike while the iron's hot. Way to go, Kareem.
Nah, man, he earned it. He definitely earned it, man. He earned it.
Hey, Robert, what's up, buddy?
34 $1.03, man. You can't beat that. You can't get
good.
Cousin Robert.
He was better than Taylor. He was better than Taylor that day. He was better than Taylor that day, man.
Yeah, he was. He was the best running back on the
A
field.
lot more volume, man. I think he had twice the carries that Jonathan Taylor had.
Taylor wasn't going nowhere though, Lou. They were smothering that boy. He wasn't going nowhere.
All right, so that's all in the rear view now. Let's be about the windshield. We're looking forward. Let's go.
Oh,
all right. Also, happy birthday.
Look at the energy Lou bringing. Let's focus forward. Thanksgiving, Dallas Cowboys. Let's go.
Yes, sir.
All right. Another item. Happy birthday to the 4-time first team All-Pro, the first kicker entered in the NFL Hall of Fame, Mr. Jan Stenerud. I think he's 82-3 somewhere in there.
No, but he looks terrific. The downhill skier from either Montana or Montana State, one of those two schools. But you think back of the times, I think you had the Gogolak brothers.
Yeah.
And then Jan, I mean, they were like the first 3 soccer style kickers. You talk about like innovators and things that kind of changed the NFL. He's definitely in that conversation because most of them at the time were straight on kickers.
Right.
You know, anything outside of like the 35-yard kick was sometimes an adventure. But these guys came in and kind of changed things up, a hell of a lot more accurate. And
right.
Wasn't very accurate the first game I saw him play. When I fell in love with the Chiefs, I really was kind of pissed off at number 3 because he missed like 2 kicks against the Dolphins. So
can't go there, man.
That was not good. Was not good. But happy birthday, Jan.
I can't. That's the only game in the history of the Chiefs I can't let go. You know, especially when the last field goal was going to be a fake. And Bobby Bell, who was the deep snapper, missed the call, and who knows what would have happened. But yeah, he missed 2.
That one, for me too. Another game against the Dolphins in Miami, playoff game. Marino, they had the lead. That's when
Marino
DeBerg had that big cast on his left hand. He could barely hand off. He had to hand off.
Yeah, that bogus holding penalty on the field goal cost
against Dave Zott. We are Penn State. I think he was a rookie. And who was it? Okoye busts about a 30-yard run, 20-yard run.
Yeah.
Lowry was going to kick, oh, my God, they're going to win a playoff game. And, not so fast, my friend.
Good memories, gentlemen. Good memories.
The flag came out.
Memories, guys, man.
Yeah,
let's go.
Yeah, that Christmas Day game.
All right, guys, let's fire this puppy up. Let's go.
Sherlock Holmes, helmets on.
You know why you're here. It's Wednesday. That's right. Get it. Here we go. Yes, it's time for Chief Who, the leading game on YouTube. Well, it's right up there with Factor Cap, but hey, we're very humble.
They're good ones.
Pick your poison. Hey, pick your poison.
Check the statistics. You'll see the ratings. Amazing. So I will read a series of concocted clues that will lead you to a current Kansas City Chief. If you are the first to come up with the correct name, you will go on the scoreboard, which currently reads DeMecchio with 2, John Harrison with 2, Weston Brewer 1, Kareem, who has been a no-show maybe since he had one, and then also our man Sam Harris, blast from the past, on the board with 1. So, without further ado, here we go. Clue number 1: this Chief lightly recruited 3-sport athlete in Georgia. Lightly recruited. Clue number 2: originally attended a school in his home state with Bulldogs as the mascot. Clue number 3: at his second school, he was first team all-conference in 23, second team all-conference in 24.
I got no clue.
Clue number 4: set a single season school record. Set a single season school record.
Current
Ruben,
person.
Current. We appreciate the McCole Hardman.
Hardman's already injured out for the year.
but he is not available. Demecchio, guys, come on, man. You're better than this. Listen up. Come on. All right. And I guess since we're not getting a lot of participation, I'll give you the giveaway or bonus clue. This Chief is currently living that twin stick life. Currently living that twin stick life.
I don't even sure I want to answer that question.
So Demecchio just coming in hot with Tyquan Thornton. Good guess. Very good. It is not Tyquan Thornton. Ruben says I tried. Okay. Land of the Tree. Shout out chat. That is not a current Kansas City Chief, but thanks for coming in. All right. I'm going to go over these again. Maybe that'll stir up some interest.
Damian Pierce.
Chiefs Blitz is not eligible at this time. So, guys, back off. We're going to let the crew try to win this contest. So, take it easy. Again, lightly recruited 3-sport athlete, star, if you would. Originally attended a school in his home state with Bulldogs as a mascot. At his second school, he was first team all-conference, then second team all-conference. Set a single season school record while at that school. And then finally, he's currently living that twin stick life. Currently living that twin stick life. John Harrison coming in with Kelsey. No. I think Travis only went to Cincinnati, and they were the Bearcats. But he did go to school in his home state. So you're good there. All right. Going once, going twice. Something's off. Is it just?
I got one. I'll give you one guess.
Hold on. Is it just because it's the night before Thanksgiving? Are people just getting so fired up right now? They're out at happy hour already. It's what, 2:30 in the afternoon in your time zone. I don't understand. It's just lack of participation. I'm a little. Right,
I'm gonna offer one guess.
I said thinking caps on.
You're gonna take our ratings down. Okay.
They're trying to think, Lou. They're trying to think now.
All right, John coming in hot again. And he says it's Royals. Jalen Royals. John Harrison, way to step up. This week's Chief Who is none other than your guy in mind, Jalen Royals. Way to go, John Harrison.
Way to go.
And taking the lead.
Taking the lead.
All right, so lightly recruited. He really wasn't any stars. 3-sport athlete, track, football, basketball. Originally went to the Georgia Military College, who
really
is they're Bulldogs as well as the University of Georgia. Second school at Utah State, Mountain West, first team all conference. Second team all conference, his final year there, set a single season school record, 15 touchdown receptions in his junior year or second to last year. And he's currently living that twin stick life. That's right. His number, twin sticks. 1-1. Number 11. Good. Let's go, John.
Way to go, Johnny.
Way to go, buddy.
Good job, Johnny boy.
All right, folks. Limited participation, but hey, we got a winner. John Harrison. Way to go, man.
Thanksgiving's on the horizon, though.
This week's Chief Who, let's see if he is active this week. Jalen Royals, number 11, twin sticks.
Too many weapons for that, man. Too many weapons, man.
I don't think we're gonna see much of him this year.
Yeah, man. Too many weapons.
Way to go, John. First one to 3 wins, right?
That's right. 3 wins to take the lead. You got
3 wins and the Lenny Dawson jersey coming.
What's that? The Dawson
3 wins equals the Lenny Dawson jersey. That 16 is going flying up the
not eligible.
I don't know if 3 is going to get it done, but it'll put he'll be hanging around till the end, I believe.
There you go.
I think so too. All right. So here we go. Excuse me.
Take your time.
Chiefs and the Cowboys are set to clash Thursday afternoon in a game that I predict will have 53 million households attached to this football game. It will be the number 1 non-Super Bowl broadcast in NFL history. And Chiefs and the Dallas Cowboys. I think the last time these two teams played, it was in Kansas City, if I'm not mistaken. I believe they won the last time. They lost the time before when Tony Romo was the quarterback, ironically.
Yes, per Patrick, the Rhodes Trophy is with the Hunts family currently. So
yes, it is. And so they don't want to, Patrick does not want to be embarrassed. He wants to have that. And Demetrio, hey, he's going to be at the game. Pretty great. I love it. Love it. That's going to be
little
fun.
Assignment for those. Little assignment for you guys in the chat. Try to do your Google searches or whatever. Find out, why is the trophy called the Rhodes Trophy? I'm guessing it's somebody's name. But check that out and let us know.
I don't know. Maybe it's the road between.
Bo said, "Thanks, brothers, for the love, man." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm guessing it's like Rhodes Scholar, RHOADES. Somebody's
maybe
name.
It's just the road between the two locations where they played in Dallas. I don't know.
Hey, well, Chiefs coming back home, guys. They're coming back home. They stay home state. You know what I'm saying? They're coming back home.
Yeah, no, I think it's going to be great. I'm really looking forward to it. All right, so let's get into our game preview, Manga. If you want to hit us off. And with the first question of the day, how will the Chiefs handle the Cowboys' new defensive line? Well, I mean, they got Mr. Williams in the middle now, and he's played some really good football for them. And he's been that guy, and their defensive fortunes have changed, especially against the rush. I think they were 26th. I think in the last 2 weeks since he's been there, they're 3 or 4. Now, one thing that the Cowboys do that the Chiefs have to accommodate for, and this could be why, they activated Asa Pohl. They do a lot of 5-man fronts, and they stuff the run, and they put pressure on the quarterback. And I think that this is going to be a matchup, even without Trey Smith. Even with Trey Smith, it was going to be a difficult matchup if Quinnen is playing the way that he was in New York. So for me, they've got to beat those 5 guys up front. If they're able to create a few lanes for Hunt and Pacheco, who is going to be ready to go. I don't know if he's going to wear a brace or not, but he's going to play tomorrow, and he's fresh. He hasn't played for over a month, so they could give him quite the workload there. But that's key. That's a pretty important thing the Chiefs are going to have to do.
I'm gonna say pound the damn ball. It doesn't matter. They get 2 or 3, 4, 5 yards to carry. You keep pounding the ball. You wear that young man down the whole game. You wear him down. Cause let's face it, but next to him, who else they got for real on that line? You know what I'm saying? You wear him down. Man, I know he's cool. He's another run stuffer. I get it too. But the thing is, you wear it down.
If you recall, he was part of
the trade package.
Specifically asked that he be in that trade package, and Kenny Clark is arguably one of the best run stuffers in the league. So those two together, that's a big deal.
But what I'm saying is that you still run the ball still. No matter who's over there. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not saying you're not going to.
You good. So you still continue to run the ball. You run the ball. The philosophy for the Kansas City Chiefs going down the stretch is run the ball, right? Just run the ball and set up shop. Run the ball, set up shop for the other guys. And that's how you keep him at bay. Just run the ball, man.
Yeah, I don't know how good they are, their defensive line. I mean, obviously, those two guys are really good. They've been at the top of their position. Right. I mean, outside of the last few years, before Aaron Donald retired, Chris Jones, you would say those guys inside, Dexter Lawrence, and there's a few other handful of guys. But in terms of run stuffing, those two guys may be the two best in the league. And together, that's really good. Yeah. And the Cowboys' weakness, and I mean not just it's their weakness, they're really bad in the secondary. So I believe that you're going to see, I think, the ball coming out of Patrick's hands maybe even quicker than normal, because the speed on the outside, I think Xavier Worthy, again, I don't know if he's injured or whatever, but I called for him to just kind of take over a game. Let's see if he can be that guy. This might be it. On the fast track, back in Texas, it's going to be a thing. So I wouldn't be shocked if the game plan is more pass heavy than run. Now I understand what you're saying, Coach, in terms of running the ball, control the clock, keep it out of Dak's hands, so that it limits the amount of opportunities that George Pickens, CeeDee Lamb,
right,
Ferguson, Turpin that they get. And Javonte Williams, actually, I heard a stat earlier today that he runs the ball more on first down than any other back in the league, and he's got like a 5 point something average on first downs.
Right.
So they've got weapons everywhere. So you want to limit that. So there's going to be some push and pull as to what the Chiefs want to do offensively, because that's what they want to attack the Cowboys' weakness. So it may just be kind of like a short, controlled passing game for the most part. That'll be their run offense. Right. So that, again, they keep the clock moving, keep the sticks moving, and eventually score some points in the red zone that are touchdowns, not field goals. But I think you're going to see a lot of that in terms of Patrick just getting the ball out of his hands to the wide receivers too.
Yeah. Johnny Harrison, the winner of the day, says Cowboys don't defend the running back screens well either. The Preston Road here. It was a friendly informal prize created in 1998 by the late Chiefs owner Lamar Hunt due to his and Cowboys owner Jerry Jones being neighbors on Preston Road in Dallas. And speaking of the offense, Hollywood Brown is one touchdown away from a $500,000 bonus. He's also 61 receiving yards away from another $500,000.
It might be a Hollywood game.
So Hollywood could get $1 million with a touchdown and 61 receiving yards.
One big play.
One big play away, Hollywood.
And I thought he played better on Sunday than he did the week before, obviously against Denver, or the 2 weeks before that. So when he's out there, and
his
again,
snap count was down.
Yeah, but when he was out there, he was productive.
Tyquan, I don't think recorded any stats, and I think he was on the field for 25 plays. I didn't, I guess, look further enough down the list in terms of targets. I don't remember him getting targeted.
He got that one long pass.
He certainly didn't have any catches. So,
well, Patrick, actually, it's interesting you say that, because Patrick talked about that. That they were aware that they were going to throw the ball deep to him, and he did several fly routes, and they double teamed him, and they that's what opened up some of the field. So he had 25 snaps, which was an improvement over the last game, and I think you're still going to see more of Tyquan Thornton, especially.
I'm not saying he's not going to play. I'm just saying.
I think the opportunity to get him the ball deep in this game is going to be relatively.
So basically,
what it didn't really pump up his usage.
Yeah. So basically, he must be a decoy.
For the love of the game, baby. For the love of the game,
you be a decoy is just fine. That's what these guys are
routes. Yeah. Hey, but Patrick doesn't really. I mean, if he sees he got a step, even though it's a clear out route, he'll chuck it up to him.
Of course he will.
He will.
All right, let's go to the next question, Mango. What do we got? Who wins the duel between Patrick Mahomes and Dak Prescott?
I feel like I'm almost on Jeopardy. Like here's the square.
For 200, who wins the duel between Mahomes and Prescott? Clearly Patrick's the better quarterback, in my view. Don't give me that, Drake. Come on. There's not even a question.
I mean, you take away the Super Bowls, who's better? You take away the rings.
It doesn't matter. The Super Bowls
who's better? You know what I'm saying?
That is the most denial thing I've ever heard you say in the history of this show.
Take away the Super Bowls.
Super Bowl wins matter. Playoff games matter.
But not tomorrow. It's not really. It really is not germane to tomorrow's game. I mean, I don't think Patrick can't roll out all his rings and say, "Okay, we start with a 20."
Look at me. Hey, look at this. Right? You gonna like?
Yeah.
Nah, but honestly, they got weapons. Both sides got like.
No, they do. The Cowboys' offense is really good, and Dak Prescott's. You don't know which Dak Prescott you're getting, and also on the flip side, to be fair, you're not always sure what Patrick Mahomes you're going to get too. So I think in this game, this is my view is this. It's I think this is a really big game for Patrick as far as going home, the stadium where he watched football. It's where he grew up, as a toddler. This is one of the teams that he's never played in Dallas before, and I think this is really he's going to be juiced. And I don't care about the 4-day rest, because I go back to the 3 wins in 11 days last year. It's not going to bother Patrick at all. In fact, I think he he's going to be looser in this game. But the underlying thing, he is the better quarterback. He has, I think, more ability to be successful. I think the Chiefs secondary is much stronger than the Cowboys secondary. I think the defensive line for the Cowboys is probably stronger than the Chiefs. And then the proof's at the linebacker position, so that's going to be, what Patrick can get in the middle of the field. But Lou, you hit the nail on the head. He's going to get the ball out fast and negate those 5 guys coming at him. And it's going to be pretty interesting to see. But I think Mahomes will have more yardage and more touchdowns when we clock this one out about 6:30, 7 o'clock Central Time.
I think for me, it's about the pressure, man. Defensive front pressure on both sides, man. If they can't get after Dak Prescott is going to eat. Now, we know how Spags sometimes like to mix to the coverages and the blitz. I feel like Spags will come out there and really put pressure on Dak early. I do believe that, kind of get him off his rhythm. But at the same time, if you look at the Dallas Cowboys right now, they're 31st. You know what I'm saying? They're 31st as far as the secondary, right? Because the secondary is not all that good, right? So I feel like this could be a chance for Hollywood Brown to get this bonus. It's going to be a chance for Riley to step out. Rasheed Rice going to have a big day because their secondary is not as good, right? So I do believe between these two, I'm going to have to lean toward Patrick Mahomes because the Dallas Cowboys secondary is not as strong. It's not as strong.
Yeah, I think there'll be plenty of opportunities for both guys to put up a bunch of numbers. And Dak's been doing that as of late, meaning like the last couple of games. They had obviously they had some struggles against the Cardinals, against the Panthers. Then they come home, they play Philadelphia. Again, I can't really count the Raiders game. That team right now is in such a mess. It seems like no matter who they play, I mean, hell, a rookie quarterback went in there. I don't want to say lit them up, but he made some plays. The Browns, Myles Garrett wrecks the game, so I'm not going to count that so much. So, I guess ultimately both guys want to win. So as far as out-duel, I mean, I guess it depends. I mean, if you're talking about, fantasy-wise, is Dak could have more fantasy points than Patrick.
Man, whatever.
But
fantasy-wise, yeah.
But the Chiefs still end up winning. So ultimately, if you believe the Chiefs are going to win, then I think, Patrick out-duels him. Yeah. We'll see. I mean, it's just a weird way to look at the game. I mean, if you're asking who's going to win the game, that's one thing. Who out-duels the other guy? Well, does the winner automatically out-duel the other guy? What if the other guy has like?
Oh, we're talking this is a stat question. Who's out-duel? We talking about?
I don't know. I don't know.
Okay.
But if you're talking specifically statistics, it might be a wash. But ultimately,
now if we're talking stat for stat.
I believe if it comes down to a last drive, I would put my money on 15 over.
Yep. No, I agree. All right. What does this game mean for the rest of the AFC? Well, I think it means a lot because, the Chiefs are right now sitting at the 9th spot, 10th spot, 10. So if they move to 7-5, obviously those teams haven't played yet, but it still means that, a loss, and that puts them either on pace with the Chiefs or behind the Chiefs. Right.
So Houston at Indy this week.
So someone's going to lose, and I suspect Houston's going to win that game. But, I think for the Chiefs, this kind of gives them the edge going into the weekend when these teams are going to have to be playing. Even the game after, the Bengals and the Ravens. That the Ravens have won 5 in a row. They were started 1-5, right?
Yeah.
And now they're 6-5. Lamar Jackson is hurt again. He's been hurt virtually every game since the Chiefs game. Missed a few games here and there.
Oh, so is he gonna miss the game tomorrow?
No, he's not going to miss the game. He's going to play.
Also,
but I think the Chiefs are finally in a position to where they can kind of put pressure on the other teams in the AFC. They'll be scoreboard. They'll be looking at the scoreboard. They're going to go into Sunday's games and say, okay, well, Kansas City won. We got to do something. Case in point, Denver goes to Washington. Now, granted, they're not facing their best quarterback, but it's still a road game. It's going to be cold. You never know. But that's the beauty. And I think the Bills play the Steelers like I said, the Colts and the Texans. So if the Chiefs go out and win, then you go out there and win, and you take a couple of days off, spend some time with your family, get healthy, get in the tub, start game planning for the Texans, watch that game closely on Sunday afternoon to see what you're facing with, because I think the Texans have, next to the Broncos, the best defense in the NFL.
Hell yeah,
so I think this is about a big statement game based on the up and down craziness, the 1-5 and one score games you can go, and the Chiefs come out of this game at 7-5, then everything looks differently. I think their playoff number goes up to like 83% if they win on tomorrow. Right now, I think it's at 65, and they are still number 3 to win the Super Bowl behind the Rams. And
these are betting odds.
These are betting odds,
right? And so that's like a future ticket, because
right.
I think when people get caught up in like, here's what the playoff picture looks like right now. Well, I mean, it's not like the college football playoff where these teams are going to get picked, and you have a lot of these teams obviously will be playing each other. It doesn't matter how much you win by or what you look like. You just need to keep winning games.
Right.
So I think that's where it comes in. And then the fact that I would imagine that you're going to get a lot more action on the Chiefs going all the way just because of their previous success. So that number gets lowered. And so they're kind of up there. And so anyway, you just got to keep winning, bottom line.
Hey, you know what? That's a good point, Lou. Guys, just keep winning. Right now, that's tight. You know what I'm saying? Right now, the Chiefs has to win. This is a must-win. I know we say that every week, but this really is as a statement game, and it's a must-win game to keep up to get your ass in the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta keep the momentum going. It's a must-win. Simple. You must win. You gotta attack it, man.
As far as what it means to the AFC, I think a lot of it will be kind of a psychological factor too, because if the Chiefs come out and again they look like the Chiefs,
right?
Again, I would imagine all these guys are professionals. They're going to play, but they're human beings too. And you got to think, oh my God, here they come. Here they come.
Yeah.
And every year, it doesn't matter where they play. It doesn't, to steal Hense's term, it's the boogeyman. Yeah. You can't run, you can't hide. If they come to your town, you're probably going to get swallowed up. But I think that's the biggest thing, because again, mathematically, it's not going to put them out if they lose this game.
Right.
Certainly going to make things a lot more difficult, but obviously every week there's going to be games that are going to matter in the AFC standings. And like I said, the Colts have Houston twice and Jacksonville twice. Nick, you mentioned Buffalo goes to Pittsburgh. They still have to play New England again. There's a lot of big games, a lot of football to be played. So as far as the Chiefs are concerned, just keep winning, right? But in terms of the rest of the AFC, I think just from a psychological standpoint, not in the standings, because it won't matter what the record is, just like, hey, the eye test, everybody's watching, and they go out there and they put one on the Cowboys. It's going to, not that it's the Cowboys, but just that everybody is watching, right? Nobody else is playing. It's not like they're going to be what? So it's going to be, oh my God, here they come.
I think real quick though, I think it's an identity too going into the game with who are the Kansas City Chiefs. Now we've seen them run the game 30 plus times against the Colts. It's like now, okay, Chiefs, you go into this game. Who are you? Who's your identity? What are y'all going to bring to the Dallas Cowboys as well? So that's another factor going into that game as well.
Yeah, that's what I'll be interested to see, because just as they kind of game plan every week on defense, they do the same thing offensively. So if they feel like they're going to make a lot more hay throwing the ball this week, they're going to throw the ball a lot more. It's not going to be like, well, now they're a running team, or they're a balanced team, or whatever. I don't think they look at it that way. That particular game, if they feel this is the way to attack this team, that's what they're going to do. So I guess that's the beauty of being able to show that you can win multiple ways.
Exactly. I agree in a sense. I agree. But damn it, you're going to have to get against this front. You will.
All right, what do we got next? Marty Schottenheimer left a legacy in Kansas City, but does son Brian do the same in Dallas when his days are done or numbered or retires or whatever in Dallas? Listen, I loved Marty Schottenheimer. I was fortunate enough to cover him a little bit. He was a unique guy. I will argue to my last football breath, I don't think there was a better regular season coach in the way he prepared his team, the way he got them up for division games, the attitude, the fire, the brimstone, you name it. He brought it all emotionally, and he came to the Chiefs at a perfect time. In the postseason, just could not get it done. And I think for Brian, who lived obviously in Kansas City time, I think he went to Shawnee Mission South High School, the local school here. He's been around the NFL now. He's been around his dad. Marty left a legacy in Kansas City that I think that should be appreciated. He's on the Ring of Honor. I think for Brian, I was surprised Jerry Jones hired him. I'm not gonna lie, even though I have a tremendous affection for the family. But I think what he's done with the offense is he's done what he could. He's trying to teach him something different. He's taking over a losing culture and trying to create a winning culture. And I think that's where he spent his focus. Then Jerry Jones went out and got some defenders for the defense, to kind of help him out, bridge his rookie season as an NFL head coach. So for me, I think Brian has a golden opportunity because Jerry Jones will stick with him for 5-10 years if he wants to, depending on what Jerry's 78, 82 years old, something like that. So I think he's going to be very successful in Dallas. I think he's got the perfect temperament. He's got the pedigree. And if he's anything like his father was, I think he's going to be a great head coach for the Cowboys. I couldn't be happier for him. But I don't want him to do too well tomorrow, but I could see next year that they can go toe-to-toe for the division title as long as Jerry Jones puts the financial resources up, and they're going to have a lot of draft picks. That's going to be great.
Hell, man, Marty Ball is like I love Marty Ball. Marty Ball heavy on the defense, run game, a blessing. You know what I'm saying, for me to be able to watch the Marty Ball. You know what I'm saying, he was a coach for the Kansas City Chiefs, man. But looking at his son, he's the offensive coach, right? With a head coach for the Dallas Cowboys, right? He's not like his father, man. He's not. I guess the impact he can make is win games. Go out there and win games. Like put your foot on the game. Go out there and create your identity. Like right now, we don't know who Brian Schottenheimer is. We don't know who he is and what philosophy is. So we really don't know right now. So my thing is just keep winning, man. Just keep winning, and and the rest will fall in place, I guess. But you got to win first, though. You got to win first.
Yeah, I think he's certainly done wonders resetting that culture. I mean, that team could have imploded. You trade your best player right before the beginning of the season. But I mean, he had the advantage of being there previously, as the offensive coordinator. He was there last year. I think he had a good feel for the players. I think the players love to play for him. Mm-hmm. So, but he does it certainly much different than Marty does. Marty comes to the game from a defensive perspective, exactly. and he coaches the game that way and makes decisions on the field that way. If you look at just last week against Philadelphia, there 4 minutes left in the game. They're inside the 10-yard line, and it's 4th down, tie game. Marty's kicking that field goal 99 out of 100 times.
Damn, so Marty would just win the game.
And at that one time, I'm guessing that somebody would have tackled him, taken the headset, and called a play into the quarterback. Brian's like, hey, our defense is playing great. If we don't get it, we've got him pinned down at this end. We'll get the ball back. They go for it. They don't get it. Like I said, as God is my witness, Marty kicks that ball. So is he going to coach for as long? I mean, he's a little bit older when he's getting his first job. I think Brian now is in his early 50s. But I agree with Nick. He's certainly going to get the entire length of his contract because the Jones don't like paying people not to coach their
52.
team.
Wow.
I mean, you saw it with Jason Garrett. He's going to just stick with that guy, maybe sometimes even a little longer than he should. But hey, I think he likes Brian. I think Brian is a great fit there. He's got every opportunity to win games, but it's just hard to project him winning. I don't know how many games Marty won over his career, but it was a lot.
A lot.
Right? Whether it be Cleveland, Kansas City, San Diego, Washington, wherever he went.
It was tough. Boy.
Wherever he went, they won.
Chargers too, right?
I don't know that I guess he had Breeze and Rivers at the same time. So Breeze is still pretty young.
Yeah,
they traded him when they brought Rivers in after 1 year. He really didn't have a quarterback. I mean, outside of Montana for a couple of years, in Kansas City. Say what you will about Rich Gannon at the time, it wasn't like he was lighting up.
No, he had Gerback and Bono, and
right.
He didn't have that.
A lot of San Francisco retreads, right? I mean, 3 in a row, it seemed like. And it was like, okay, these are West Coast guys. Paul Hackett's the offensive coordinator. Sure, let's bring in another. But anyway, bottom line is he has the opportunity. I think he has the right temperament. I think it's a little bit different than Marty, but they do respond to him. And I think the culture in Dallas is much better than it has been.
Right.
And like I said, they traded his best player away right before the season starts. And you're like, what's going to happen? Is this team going to implode? Maybe the death of Marshawn Nealon has kind of galvanized them. You hate for something like that to cause the team to do this, but it has, I think. So we'll see. But I think Brian's a great coach, and he has every opportunity to do it if he wants to coach that long. Because like I said, he's got to go 20 years to even come close to what his dad did.
Yeah, there it is. 205, 139, and a tie as head coach for all those places. And Ruben asked, was the Parsons trade worth it? And obviously it was, because it wielded the opportunity to get Quentin Williams. So listen, I mean, Jerry's been
the Pickens trade, right?
The Pickens trade is
pretty good.
Deal. Yeah, that's just theft. I don't know.
I don't think anybody else was willing to give much more. I think it was a 3rd round pick or something like that.
I don't know, but still, I mean,
why did the Steelers give up on him?
Well, Steelers are a mess.
Mike
Tomlin. This is last year. Mike Tomlin in Pittsburgh. I'm pretty sure he's going somewhere else.
He's a winning coach there.
He'll have to quit, Nick. I don't think the Rooney's are going to fire him.
I think he's going to take a job. I think he's going to want to go elsewhere and get a lease on life.
Giants?
What's that?
Giants?
No, I think Lou Anarumo is either Lou Anarumo or Steve Spagnuolo is going to get the Giants job. I think that's the direction they're heading.
Give me 1 second, guys. 1 second.
You just drafted your franchise rookie quarterback.
Yeah.
I don't know that.
I think they'll bring in an offensive stud coach that is going to be given full autonomy to put his staff together. And
the wild card is Anarumo because he's never done it.
Right.
He's never been a head coach. Gets a lot of credit for what he did at Cincinnati against the Chiefs, and well deserved. Had a very good plan this past weekend. I think it took the Chiefs a while to kind of figure out how to beat that defense until they did. But that'll be an interesting one for the Giants, which direction they go. I think Mike Kafka has an amazing opportunity here because of his relationship with Jackson Dart.
Yeah,
I think
I don't see it.
I would not be shocked.
I don't see it. I don't see it because Wellington Morrow's got some health issues. You've got
I think Wellington's passed. John.
Sorry. Yeah. Sorry, my bad. There's a lot of talent there. I think defensively, sharpen the sword and make this a dominating defense in the NFC. Spags will do that. I think you bring in
they got the down lineman.
Yeah, they got everything. And I think most of these guys are under contract except for Thibodeau, who's going to be a free agent. So I think this is the perfect job for Spags. I think they want a veteran guy who can come from a very successful program. I mean, at some point, coaches are going to be picked off the Chiefs staff. It's amazing that more of them haven't been picked off yet. I mean, Nagy had
if they were 20, Nick, if they were 20 years younger, Tobe and Spags, it would have happened. I think I really believe it would have happened.
Yeah, but you know what? Look at the Pete Carroll hire, and look at some of these older coaches that have
that is an outlier. I mean, he's won a Super Bowl, had like a near dynasty running in Seattle before it kind of got derailed, and they got all.
And the rest was history, man.
Here's what I think is going to play out. I think the Giants are going to get Spags. I think Spags is going to bring in Antonio Pierce. So I think the Chiefs and the Giants will fight for Antonio Pierce to be the new defensive coordinator. And that's going to be the heir apparent. He's going to groom him, for 4 or 5 years.
I think it would be Dave Merritt. I don't think you look outside the building. I think he would be terrific.
He deserves it, but it just depends.
The work he's done with those young defensive backs, how he's kind of developed a few of these guys. I mean, come on.
No, I don't disagree with you. I mean, he turned down the defensive coordinator job.
If he keeps calling to coach the defense, maybe he'll make some other changes within
the
staff.
But they scheme.
I just would really. I hear what you're saying about Spags and kind of and that part of it makes sense. I just think it would be somebody a little bit younger. I hate to sound ageist, but well into his 60s. Is he?
He's 65.
I mean, typically these guys sign 5-year deals. I think Pete's was only 3. So there are a lot of outliers there, and I don't think Pete may not be back next year. I don't think so. I think he probably thought this was
Pete is done.
I think Tom Brady was instrumental in bringing Chip Kelly in, and that didn't work out, obviously. Yeah. And Pete Carroll, and that isn't going to work out. The culture on that team is just so bad with the Raiders.
Are there any more questions about the game?
Okay. Anybody about the game?
Hold on. We was cooking.
Let's get to our final question.
We can finish off with that. That's all right.
All right. Biggest question. The last question. Biggest key on offense and the biggest key on defense for the Chiefs to win. I think for offensively, I think they're going to have to do some play action. I think they're going to have to do some a couple of reverses, maybe a flea flicker here and there. Utilize the screen game to navigate away from that front 5.
When's the last time they ran a flea flicker?
You know what? It's a Thursday game. It's end of the half.
Well, no, I hear you, but I'm just trying to think in my mind.
Year.
I can't think of a time.
They ran it last year, and it was only like a 20-yard completion.
Travis did one years. I think it was in New York, actually.
Yeah.
And he wasn't supposed. Right. Well, it was if it's not there, but he chucked it up anyway.
Don't throw it. He threw that ball as far as he could. Yeah. But I think they have to play offensively. They have to get away from that front 5. If they can do that successfully, there's going to be a lot of space for the speed that they have. And I think defensively, don't let Dak Prescott get out of the pocket. Make him be a pocket passer, collapse the pocket. Guyton, their starting left tackle, he's out. That's huge. That's massive for them to lose him. That's the equivalent, if not more.
That's kind of the strength of their team is the O-line, in my opinion.
Yeah, it's the O-line. It's the Trey Smith thing. Those two things wash. But I'm going to give my props to Chris Jones. I think he's played great the last couple of games. I expect him to come out fired up. I think I think whatever was preventing him from all the things that had him kind of like a above average player to an outstanding player the last 2 weeks. I think whatever those issues were, he's committed. He's going all in till the end of the season. As Harold said, he's going to play till the wheels fall off. And I think he's going to play till those wheels fall off this year as well.
Talking about Chris Jones?
Chris Jones, yeah. So
I think again, Chris is kind of like crazy like a fox. Maybe he was kind of doing his own little bit of load management.
Mm-hmm.
because I think he wants to be strong at the end of the year and in the playoffs. Now, again, he's never going to admit to that.
No.
I don't think it was anything like overt, like you were seeing intentionally taking plays off, but he certainly seems like he's kind of turned it up a notch.
Yeah. And I think that, and one other thing too, Rashard Smith has to see more action Thursday.
Right.
Dallas, SMU, another Texas kid, Rice.
He played his ass off. He played his ass off, man, against the Colts.
All right, Coach, go ahead.
I don't know. I have no words for that. You know where I stand.
Ridiculous. I'm gonna say this, man. On defensive side of the ball, man, just get pressure on Dak. Chris Jones has, I've been on Chris Jones's ass for the last couple of weeks, but Chris Jones, keep playing like that, Jones. Keep playing like that, Jones. And again, George, step it up. Donna, step it up, man. Because like I said, you get pressed through the middle of Prescott, knock him off his block. Chiefs will be okay because we got the pressure on the back end. We got guys that can play press. Right. We're schematically we're good in the back end, right? Just get pressure in the middle. Jones, Donna, Galati, everybody. This is y'all game. Go out there and just knock Dak Prescott off his block, right? Get him off his square, make him overthink a little bit, which I know Spags is known for doing that, making QBs think. Knock him off his bumper. Create confusion with Dak Prescott on defense side of the ball, and the Chiefs will be okay. On the offense side of the ball, what I said earlier, just continue to run the ball. Continue to do that. Like I'm saying, continue to run the ball either with Pac or Kareem Hunt. Just continue to run the ball. Open up that. I'm saying? Create the play action pass. I'm saying? Mahomes wants to throw the ball deep, and he is at home. You know what I'm saying? Create that situation, and the Chiefs will be okay on offense.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah, to me, defensively, it'll be interesting to see how much man-to-man they play versus how much zone they play. Because, again, when you have, like, two big-time receivers, those one-on-one matchups, a little slip here and there can turns into 6 points. And, George on those contested catches is, like, next level, man. AJ Brown, usually that would be the guy that the Chiefs have had issues with, especially in the biggest game of the year twice. George Pickens is that, right? And he's really we've all liked the kid. Hense more than anybody. We know why why he slipped in the draft. Not sure why Pittsburgh decided after they drafted him, really didn't have a quarterback there, and they decide, you know what, we've had enough. So off he goes, and he's been nothing but, I won't say a choir boy, but certainly kept things, a few personal fouls here and there, some bad penalty, the hugging the goalpost and 15 yards, whatever. But it's been fairly quiet. It's not like he's like cusses out Dak on the sideline or starts throwing his helmet or showing up late for games or whatever. Now they did have the incident in Las Vegas. So, but in terms of the Chiefs' game plan defensively, I think you're going to see a little bit of both. They're going to play some zone. They're going to play man. Try to change it up and make sure that they don't get too settled in one particular look.
Right.
So the key there will be, I think, again, it's going to be Trent and Jalen Watson. If they can stand up and not give up too much down the field, I think the Chiefs will be in very good shape. Offensively, I think it's going to come down to limiting the possessions for the Cowboys. So however they need to move the ball, if that's the short passing, the quick game, whatever it takes. And I'm not going to say, well, geez, you have to run the ball at least 25 times. If it takes 30, do that. If it takes 10 and you can, and you're controlling the clock, just, just throwing the dink and dunk and trying to get them to commit a little bit more, because as God is my witness, they're going to play a lot of too high. They're going to challenge the Chiefs to stay patient, and if the Chiefs do, I think they'll be fine and we'll be good. So, yeah, defensive backs, Patrick controlling the ball, controlling the game, the clock, the whole deal.
All right, we're going to finish up with our game picks. The Mango, run it, and there it is. I've got the Chiefs 33-21, Lou 31-23. Coach Dre, 28-14.
Coach, whoa!
Wow. Mango, 31-26, and then Hense 41-27. to 21.
Well, Hense is always looking for that big number from the Chiefs.
Yeah, I haven't seen it.
I just think, again, they don't have as many possessions as they used to have, right?
Yeah.
The drives are typically longer, more time consuming. So it's hard to predict even 31 for me thinking just the way they play now is a tough number to get. But again, I don't think Dallas's defense is that much improved. Obviously, It makes a big difference with I keep forgetting his name, but the linebacker that came from Cincinnati, he seems to have settled the middle of the field. Quinnen Williams and Kenny Clark together, that's a hell of a duo, in tight. And but I think the Chiefs can certainly get 31. Just,
whatever, Ken. Whatever, man. I'm trying to show love, man. You know what I'm saying? That's a good score. That is a good score right there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, this could be
no missed extra points, no 2-point conversions, 4 touchdowns for the Chiefs, 2 for Dallas.
It's that game of the year now.
A very clean score.
That means no defense on both sides. Game of the year. I mean, you talking about point for point, jab for jab. I'm saying.
Well, some of the Thanksgiving games in Dallas have turned into like a circuit, just kind of an aerial assault, going both ways, and a lot of times a lot of points. Kenny, 17-13. Damn.
Ooh, I like
it. You're going real low.
Yeah, man.
The thing that concerns me about 31, again, I think it is the short week. Obviously, quick turnaround. It's not like they had a ton of time for a lot of game planning or putting in some of those plays that you're talking about, Nick. They would have to be things that they've already had installed, like maybe during training camp that they'll pull out. But I'm excited.
Hey, listen. What is Ram versus Chiefs? So, my man, are you talking about they ain't got no defense? I mean, I doubt it. You know what I'm saying? Hold on. Let me put Bo's question up here. Ram versus Chiefs. I'm like,
I don't think so on a short week. I just don't see
it. I don't think we've ever seen that, have we? Okay. In the Coliseum with Jared Goff.
Yeah, that was a Monday night game, if I'm not mistaken.
54-51.
Yeah.
I'm just saying now. So you must be saying like you don't believe in SPAC.
That was a long time.
You think Pickett's gonna get off?
SoFi wasn't even born.
So you say Gold Jacket, Noah Williams gonna get beat by Pickens? Or you saying there's no defense or something like that? What are you saying, man?
Yeah,
I don't know. Because CD Lamb been playing inconsistent now. He been dropping some passes now. I don't know if CD can get off.
I think he has eight drops for the season.
It's not like CD.
6 of them have come against the Eagles.
Yeah, that's
three in the first game of the year, and then 3 last week.
Well, maybe he'll have 3 against the Chiefs as well.
So is it Fangio's got some sort of, or maybe the Italian defensive coordinator with the Malocchio? Yeah,
but you know, I thought
evil
about
eye, baby.
Talk heavy. You know, I thought about with Georgia. It don't matter. Y'all can double cover this man all day. He's still gonna make a play in the damn ball. That's the strength of George Pickens,
he certainly did. He has.
Again, he's not 100%. So maybe they've got a fighting chance, depending on how many reps he gets short week. I mean, he's dealing with a hamstring and a calf injury, I think. So we'll see what happens.
So he's talking about Curious George going up on
so is Rashee Rice, and so is this guy and that guy.
Yeah, they're all banged up. And again, I think you throw everything you got and you do it for as long as you can in the game, and you hope to get a win. Rest up.
I think Bo just starting some mess, fellas. He talking about George picking 3 touchdowns against who, man? Do you have faith in your secondary, sir? I don't know what's going on, man. I don't know what's going on.
3 touchdowns.
Right, so if Hense is now live tweeting, we hope the situation at home is good. Everybody's all right.
You just send me a positive text.
All right,
good. We'll leave it at that. No, all good. All right, guys, that's going to wrap it up for this edition of the Chiefs Blitz Podcast, brought to you by ChiefsBlitz.com and Underdog Fantasy. I'm your host, Nick Athan, with Andre Tillman, Lou.
Hey,
Lou, sweet Lou, Montana. running the shop in the back, filling in for Hense today.
Mango with the 1s and 2s in the back.
We'll be back on Friday. Everybody have a happy Thanksgiving. enjoy what I think are going to be three really good football games.
Yeah.
Back to back to back.
Joe
And
Burrow.
go Chiefs, go Bengals. That's my
Joe Burrow coming out
Go
there, put his
Packers.
statement. He'll put his name. He'll put his foot down.
My Packers Chiefs Super Bowl dream is still alive.
Not the Rams, not the Rams and Chiefs. That's the one I'm looking at. Rams and Chiefs.
Rams look unbeatable right now. They're just playing great
Lou,
football.
your guy Puka looking good. But Adams is having the best time of his life.
Stafford's the MVP. Not even close. All right, guys, that's going to wrap it up. Again, Mango, thanks for filling in. Late notice, getting the show put together. Lou and Dre, have a great Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving,
Everybody out there in the Chiefs Blitz family.
Right
we
back.
love you. We appreciate it. Please subscribe. And we'll be back Friday at 1:30 on Black Friday. And hopefully it's a red Friday in a positive light.
I agree.
And we're talking about a Chiefs and the Cowboys win, putting them at 7-5 and getting ready for the stretch run where they will play 3 of the next 4 games at Arrowhead Stadium. Cheers, everybody. Peace out.
All right, we out.
Let's go.